welcome back. It's hop smash.
Yeah, it's true.
We're gonna do. Telling him we just did a little rundown of Atreyu.
Atreyu.
And I was telling him I seen they did version of Mary Jane's Last Dance, which everybody likes Tom Petty's.
I mean, everybody should like Tom Petty.
If you don't, maybe you need to go dig into some Tom Petty.
Yeah, go check him out. He's, I mean, God rest his soul. He's not with us anymore, but when he was here, he was putting out some damn good music.
Yeah, because it's one of them deals, if you don't listen to him, you don't realize how many hits that man had.
Yeah.
His greatest hits is great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good hits. And then even some of the stuff that wasn't even the greatest hits, there's a lot of good songs that just never made it to the greatest hits, too. So,
but this Atreyu, we was talking about them, and we looked them up, and looks like they have a different lead singer now. And when did you say they come out?
I think it said that I guess they had formed in '98, which I knew they'd been around for a long while, but I never really got into a lot of their stuff. I knew they had a lot of songs out, and it said they had 9 studio albums, so.
They were probably at Ozfest, I'm sure.
I would feel like they should have been at some point in time, and maybe it was one that we didn't go to, I don't know, or maybe they were the side stage and we just never really kept up with them or whatever. I'm sure they were there.
Yeah, because I don't really know any. I even looked at the songs on Spotify, and it's like there was nothing there that rang a bell, but that don't mean that I didn't know it.
Yeah, and I know that I'd heard, I don't want to say a lot of songs, but and what I heard, I was really never at that. I guess during that time, I wasn't much on it. I hadn't really kept up with them, so I don't really know what they sound like now versus what they used to sound like, and like what we just a quick little rundown that we took before we started the video. I mean, it looked like they got a different singer, which looked like he may have been in the band the whole time, or at least the majority of the time, and then now he's kind of doing clean and screamy vocals or dirty vocals. It just says unclean on there. So,
well, there's so much music out there. I know even when we talked to Chuck Weffner, he's with Flaw now, and it's like I completely forgot about that band. And then I was shocked, they're still an active band.
Yeah.
And then I was telling you earlier that they're getting ready to do that tour with Josie Scott that sang for Saliva and Edema. And it has been since the Edema name that I'd even heard that.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that name for a while either. So, and that was kind of those bands that, when the metal scene was kind of transitioning out, that was the newer bands that were coming in, and
they were somehow tied into Korn. I don't remember exactly how. If they, I know they was during that era, and I don't even know if they had like Jonathan Davis's brother was in Edema, or I can't remember exactly because
well, that's something for the comment section down there. So
yeah, I don't want to mix it up with Spider from
from Rob Zombie's brother.
Rob Zombie's brother. But anyway, back to Atreyu. We're going to give us Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Oh, I thought it started early.
Pull off of this on these headphones. See what we got.
Yes.
Kind of curious. You ready to roll?
Yeah, let's roll. Beloved classic.
She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama who never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on them Indiana nights.
I feel it's gonna get heavy.
But I gotta keep moving on, keep moving on. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain.
You got some Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. There's pigeons down on Market Square. She's standing in her underwear, looking down from a hotel room. And nightfall will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yes. Honey, put on that party dress. It was too cold to cry when I woke up alone. I hit my last number and walked to the road. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again.
Well, it wasn't quite what I was expecting. But it
Definitely
wasn't
not what
bad.
I was expecting. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It was definitely an interesting take on the song.
Yeah.
I like the chorusy part, but at the same time, I do like when people do covers, and I like when they do something different, and this was definitely different. But like I said, I didn't hate it. I wasn't in love with it, but it was
more-
okay.
It just had a modern country.
It kind of did have that
Sound.
country kind of feel to it. Yeah, it was
But did you see where they said
about the saxophone. Yeah, I kept thinking, I was like, well, I don't hear any saxophones, because it was at the beginning of it. It showed
Yeah.
him there, and then later on, and it had to comment there. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I think it's a good representation of the song. I just don't know that I'm in love with the whole song the way that they've done it.
I don't know. I just got a feeling that, but I haven't heard the music for years. And I
Yeah,
know
and that's kind of way with me
I don't
too.
really
So I don't really know.
going into, but they said punk, and I'm expecting it to be one of them things where
Well, I think they started as a punk band. I don't think they kind of verged off of that, and it's kind of into something totally different now. But either way, I mean, just not really knowing much about the band and hearing that, I think they did a good job of it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not knocking
Yeah.
it all. I think they
Yeah.
did a great job. I'm just thinking that if this is your first introduction of this band, I think you're gonna be.
And that's
Don't
the thing.
expect it to sound like this. I don't think.
Well, like of Atreyu themselves, yeah. I don't Well, I don't know. I mean, and maybe that's
And
what
maybe
their
they've
current sound
changed it,
is.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't know.
they did like Aaron Lewis. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it could be. And that's something for the comment section. And maybe put a song that if
that
there's a
represents-
song that we need to check out that like that represents that band, what's the song?
Yeah.
Because we don't really know much about this band.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on this, I don't want to hear this song and then try to think that that's what the rest of the
Yeah,
music
that
they're putting out.
represents them.
Yeah, I don't think that this would be a song to. I don't think really any cover song that you listen to should be a representation of what the rest of the music the band puts out, because there's so many bands that do a classic version of a song and their sound may not be part of that cover because they're doing it as a traditional cover, and then their sound might be totally different.
And it could
and then,
be-
then you got the other bands that do change it all together and make it sound like their stuff, but I don't know about this.
To me, I'm not beating them up at all because
No.
I'm looking at look at Pantera. Planet
Oh.
Caravan is like completely different from Pantera, but it's a good cover.
Yeah.
It's a great.
And
I mean,
they
do a
kind of
great
kept
job.
it closer to the traditional.
But the rest of the album is
But yeah,
slamming heavy.
but you can't listen to that song, that cover, and expect the rest of their music. And it's the same way with this. It's
Yeah,
probably
that's
totally
probably-
different.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not bashing their version of this or any of their other
Yeah,
stuff
me
because I don't
neither.
know any much of their other stuff. I'm just kind of a different take on this song.
Yeah,
it's not far off, but at the same time, it's just different.
I wasn't going in expecting to hear that. I was kept
No.
waiting for it to change.
Yeah,
And not in a bad way or nothing. I
yeah.
just
It was just different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't hate it, but I wasn't in love with it either. I'm kind of middle road on this one.
And
It's
if
good.
you get, and I'm like him, if you've got something that you want us to check out, that we'd be down with it.
Yeah,
I'd be down with
yeah.
it. Heartbeat.
Yeah,
We'll check it
yeah.
out.
I'd rather. I mean, I'd like to hear more of a current version and just give it a chance to see whether I really like them or not. Because, like I said, at the time when I first heard them, I wasn't a big fan of them. And our tastes change. I mean, you listen to different stuff that you
Yeah.
used to didn't listen to, and the same for me. Listen to maybe heavier stuff, and maybe back
Well,
then,
yeah, everybody
and
evolves.
yeah. So, and I still enjoy the lighter stuff, and I still enjoy the heavier stuff, and everything in between. So that's probably maybe more of a challenge. Let's throw something out there for us to check out, a better representation of the band. Not that this was a bad representation of the band, to get that out there. But I just don't feel like a cover song is a good way to represent the band.
Yeah.
So anyway, hopefully that's not too confusing.
But yeah, just leave a comment section.
Yeah.
If you got any comments, or
Yeah.
if you agree with us, what you think of Atreyu, and
Yeah,
always,
and
always
I
love
would
hearing
like
everybody's feedback.
Yeah, I would like to hear your comment. Like, if you don't know the song, go check out the original version by Tom Petty, and then see what your take was on this, if you liked it or not. And if you already know it, same thing. Just throw it out there. Let us know.
Because
I'm curious.
You know, we are freaking getting old, so you know.
Well, we are. Everybody else.
This is
probably
what, because
young.
I'm sitting here thinking, you know, this is one of Tom Petty's newer songs, but it's not really that new.
No, I mean
That was done
that's
for
even,
that greatest hits, and that was God
Oh
eons
yeah,
ago.
yeah, that was shit. What, 15, 20 years ago? Still
easy.
So yeah, but I'm kind of curious to hear what other people think about this
Yeah.
too. So
Want to roll on out of
let's
here?
do it.
Let's get this sucker going.
Warmed it up.
Well, I don't know.
Nah, maybe not.
I thought we did, but then